Today we're talking about the massive Tesla over-the-air software upgrade released by Enhance for their Sexy Buttons product. Of course, we have covered these buttons as well as the knob in the channel, and we have raved about it because Enhance kept pushing new software upgrade over the air just like Tesla, and they add massive features. And this upgrade is no different. They are calling this a spring upgrade, and this includes some of the most incredible things that I have seen a third-party company be able to do. That includes being able to disable one of the motors while you are driving. So all-wheel drive Tesla, you could just make it a front wheel or rear wheel drive. You can control the passenger seat, unlatch and latch the door, and have macro functions. What I mean by that is when you just press, just a single press of this button can control 3 different things at a time, and a single button can do 9 different things now, and you can program them anywhere from wiper control to defrost to defog, open different things, activate the rear fog light and front fog light, and just so many different things. Precondition, regenerative braking control, so you can control anywhere from 0% to 100%, and just massive amount of features, 150 different features that you can control just using these buttons. Finally, they are having a huge sale right now on their website. All of their products are already 20% discounted for this week. And if you use my discount code Shiva Tesla, you will save an additional 10% off of that. So you really get a 30% off of a normal price on all of their products. That includes the buttons, the knob, and the commander. Full disclosure, we are not paid by Enhance. They did send all of this product free of charge for our review in the channel. If you do make a purchase using our discount code Shiva Tesla, as I said, you can save a lot of money, and in return, at no additional cost to you, we may make a very small commission, which greatly helps us bring videos like this in the future. Let's get started. So the 4 main features that they added, along with some of the smaller features on this update, are first of all the macro control. So with just a single press, you can control 3 different things. Double press, 3 more things. Press and hold, 3 more things. So 9 different controls using 1 button. They added the macros now. So that's a huge upgrade that they added. Second, they added the seat control. So the passenger seat control as well as the driver seat control, just using a press of a button. If you press and hold, you can have different functions. You can let the seat go forward, stop it. You can recline it, recline and go forward at the same time. You have different options. I'll show you here in just a second. And then third is being able to disable one of the motors on your Tesla. So mine is an all-wheel drive dual motor Tesla. What I can do now is just temporarily, while I'm driving, I can disable one of the motors. So then that motor will not be propelling the Tesla. Only one motor will be propelling either the front or the rear. And in theory, we should be able to save some range by doing that, but that function never existed before. I have never seen any other third-party company or even Tesla being able to do that. And then finally, they made an upgrade to the dashboard screen where now you have different presets that you can choose from, and there's physical control buttons that are embedded within the dashboard. So you can just press it, and then the rear passenger door unlatches. So if you have a ride-sharing app and you just want easy access for your passenger, you can just press on your phone in the front, and the rear door unlatches both on the right and the left side. Precondition the battery, open the glove box. You can do so many of those things, and I will show you in the video as well. So let's get started. All right, now let's talk about how to get the update, how to program some of these buttons. If you have been following our channel, we have shown this in great step last time, but just a quick refresher. You just need to download this Sexy Buttons app, and then you have this commander piece that goes on the rear OBD that needs to be connected. Then you don't have to have a knob to just have these buttons, or vice versa. You can just have the knob standalone, but you don't need both of those products for this to work. You could just have buttons or just even the commander for some of the functionalities that we have that we're going to show here in the video. But basically what you do is go to commander first, and then on the settings menu here, there is a firmware upgrade. I already upgraded the firmware, so there is not going to be anything on mine. But if you haven't upgraded the firmware to the latest firmware, you're going to see a firmware update available there, and you can go through that. Quick release notes here. It shows a lot of information that has been added, and it's like a Tesla, right? It shows all the updates that they have made, and as you can see, they update quite a bit. This gives me confidence that they're gonna keep this updated. I mean, that's a long list of updates since they started this. So it has all of this there. If you have buttons, you can also upgrade or knob, but basically commander, that is good to go. Now the commander is going to add a whole bunch of things to this, so let's go through each of them. So if we go to buttons here, I have 4 of them, sexy buttons connected. This Y is the one that we're going to program today. So if we go to Y, you will see 3 different things. And as I showed in my last video, they added this actually, where there's a single press, there's a double press, and there's a long press. So from just one of this, you can program it to do 3 different things, where you press it once, press it twice, and long press. Until this update, now with just a single tap, you can do 3 different things. How? All we have to do is here on a single press action, add plus, and then it takes us through this menu icon there. Now we can add open and say, okay, with just a single press, if you just want the front left door to be open, you just press here and save. Now that is successfully saved. What it does is it unlatches the front left door here. Now if you look at it, in the past, that would be it. Like we wouldn't be able to add any more functions. But now it says add another action. So now if I could say, okay, unlatch the front door and also at the same time open the glove box for some reason. But I can do that. And then I can also say, okay, now go over there and then fold the mirror. So now I want them to fold the mirror. Now with just one press of a button, just one single press. We haven't even programmed the double press or the long press here. Just with a single press of a button, it can do all 3 of those things. So if I press here, I just had all of those things happen in the car. I'll show you here and visually what that looks like. But basically, it opened the glove box, it unlatched the front door, and then it unfolded my mirror. So it did all of that with just a single press. All right, let's try the macro in action. So just with this button, so this is button number 4, single press, we are going to unlatch the front passenger door. We're going to add another action. We are going to fold the mirror, so fold mirror. And then we are going to add one more action to show you how this works, maybe charging charge port. So we're going to unlock the charge port. So with just one press of a button, we're supposed to get all 3 of this just by single pressing. Let's go outside, test this. All right, so it is supposed to do unlatching the front door, fold the mirror, and charge port. Let's try it. We got all 3 of it. Look, folded the mirror, unlatched the door, and that charge port. Of course, we can't relatch the door, but let's try pressing it again, and it should undo everything. Close the charge port. This mirror, of course, as I said, I don't have the automatic door installed yet, but it can't do that. But that's amazing, just with one press. Look at this. Did that. Press again. Did that. Now moving on to the double press action here. That is where you can add, just press twice and then it has action and you can add 3 different things. And then long press and you can add 3 different things. So it is very simple. Open, trunk, and I can add another action. So there is a bunch of options that we can have for all 3 of this. So right now in macros, you can do 3, 3, 3. So 9 different actions using one button. So with 4 buttons altogether program, if you can make it work, you probably have to think this through of what you want each action to do in a macro. You can do 3, so there will be 9 times, that's 36 different functions just using 4 buttons. So that opens up a lot of possibilities for you. But the point of today's video was to not show you all of this, just a refresher because we have already seen it. I wanted to show you what they add. Seat adjustment. So this is new and this is huge because they added where you can press once and then the left seat, which is the driver's seat, or the right seat, the passenger seat goes up, the forward, backward, it can recline back, it can recline and go forward at the same time. So they added all of this right here using the button. So what you can do is you can say, okay, I want my right passenger seat forward. And if you press the button, the right passenger seat is going to go forward. So let's actually go back and on the double press action here, let's go to seat adjustment and we are going to say the right passenger seat forward and we're going to save this action. Now I'm going to double press, and that's the right passenger seat. So let's double press, and you see that the seat starts moving. Double press again, the seat stops. So you can add that. And now for a long press, I'm going to add that the seat goes back. Now if I do that and then say right seat backward, I'm going to press that. Now if I press and hold, the seat starts going backward. Press and hold again, the seat stops. Double tap it, it goes forward. Double tap it again, it stops. All right, let's go ahead and program the same button, and I will show you. It is so easy to override it or delete it. I'm going to delete all three of this that we just demonstrated here. And let's go ahead and do single press. Let's go seat control. I am going to do the right seat forward. So that will do the right seat forward. If I double, I'm going to do the double action. And on double action, I'm going to do seat adjustment. And I'm going to do the right seat backward. So pressing twice, going back. And then for long press, I'm going to adjust this so that it reclines forward. All right, so that would be a few things here. So right seat position forward. So right backrest forward. Let's try that. All right. So we programmed this, super easy. Now test it. Just this one button, right? So we say if we press once, it will start going towards the front. It does. It stops. It stops. That's the max probably it will go. Now we double tap this. It goes to the back. We double tap it. It stops. Now press and hold. This is supposed to recline forward. And it does that. Press and hold. Recline. Another use case for this button with the seat control is that let's say you got this passenger seat recline. You're already in the back and you wanted to fold this seat. This seat could go in easy because that is not reclined back, but that is reclined back. And if we try to fold that seat right now, it is going to get stuck in the back. So it can't go any further. It got stuck there. Now, if you have the button program, we programmed it earlier so that I can press and hold here, and then that reclines forward. That just created a clearance for your seat to fold. And you can mount this anywhere, so you could just leave it mounted here. You can get multiple buttons and program it to do different things. You can even push that a little bit forward if you want. That seat can go a little bit forward just by pressing on this button, and you can program it to do multiple things. Let's go back and show you something else that they added. There's wiper, stopping mode, traction control. So this is where they added a couple of things. We already had drift mode. We already had a lot of this, but now they added disable front motor or disable rear motor. Isn't that crazy that a third-party company just with a simple installation is allowing us this much customization? This just blows my mind. You can disable the front motor or the rear motor to save some juice. I don't know what the proven statistics show how much it actually uses, but if you don't like to have all-wheel drive at all times, the roads are nice, you could disable either the front motor or the rear motor and just run off one motor temporarily and have that setting, which is really huge. So they added that. Accessibility, I'm just showing you what they can do. Gear shift, you can toggle, lock, unlock. Others, the interior light, park. You can also do dome lights if we were to go back to the headlights here, high beam, low beam, yoke. You can do fog lights. You can also do rear fog lights. So there is so many different options that you can choose from. I mean, just look at this list and you can program these buttons to do whatever you want out of all of this. This is just insane. This is crazy good. And kudos to Enhance for keeping their product updated and not moving on to a new product, but keeping their existing product updated. So just with a single press of a button, you can do so many different things. Now, if we go back to another thing that they added is here with the dashboard. So if you look at it, this actually becomes a portable dash screen, instrument cluster display, and this is accurate. So I press on the brake, You see that the red light on the brake that is showing there. And if I toggle the turn signal, you see the turn signal going there. You see that. So that is pretty amazing. But they added a lot of presets now. So that is one. There is minimal one where it looks like this, super minimal. And if we go to presets here, go to buttons. So they added some of the buttons directly here now. So if you have a dashboard and if I was to press this, the glove box actually opens. So while you are driving and have that dashboard in front of you, they also added other stuff like kilowatt hour. This amazes me that you can actually see the kilowatt used, like the front and rear, the charge and the battery, all of this directly on this screen, which is amazing. And then here, the front and rear, you can actually see more. So drift mode, the unlatching of the door, the glove box, battery preconditioning. You can just press here and the battery preconditioning start. You can set the regen to low or 50%, whatever, directly just by pressing on this. Wanted to show you some of these presets here. So this is the simple one. This just looks very simple. You can see the regen versus power in the bottom and a very minimalist design, right? You toggle the turn signal, it shows very, very clearly. And if we were to activate the autopilot, you see it in the middle there. The autopilot has been activated. It does not show the nag, but it does show the autopilot has been activated and deactivated. Now, so that's one of the presets here that we saw. Now let's go back and change the presets. And let's go to the settings. Let's change the preset to the one that has a lot of buttons. So these are the ones that have buttons directly embedded. And you can see all of that info there. And if we start driving, this is from the driver's perspective, you see everything, right? There's the charge, the charge that is going to the front motor, the rear motor. It is showing everything there with the number, right? Like the negative, what did we see? Negative like 4 or 5 kilowatt. So if we were to toggle that, this is really nice that it shows all of that info directly in front of you. It's probably the best looking instrument cluster because you're using your phone. Doesn't need much, no wiring needed. Everything is there. I'm just using a standard mount with the MagSafe there, and it just shows all of it. Now, let's say we're headed somewhere and need to do the battery preconditioning, non-Tesla supercharger, and need to do the battery preconditioning. I can just press right there, and the preconditioning starts, right? It is showing that it is taking there. The preconditioning has started. I can hear it. So the HVAC in the front had gone off, and I could hear that the battery is currently preconditioning, which is really good. And now I just turn it off and the preconditioning stopped. So to unlatch the right rear door, we just open that and that door unlatched. Let's unlatch the door and that door unlatched as well. So you see, you can easily do that for your passenger, just sitting in the front seat here, using one of these displays, your phone's display, which of course is a MagSafe display that I have, and I can always remove it and take it with me, and this is how it works. So what do you all think about all of this upgrade that Enhance made on their products? It is just impressive. I am amazed by Enhance on how much they can do with a simple OBD Connect in the back, and you can control every aspect of your Tesla at this point. You can even control the passenger seat that I never thought we'll be able to control without adding like a seat control module specifically in the seat. Nothing is connected to the seat, and you're able to incorporate that just using an interface, which is amazing. It blows my mind. Being able to temporarily disconnect one of the motors, and that's just crazy. So many different things that they added, and I'm not trying to overhype this product. It is just so exciting, right? Every couple of weeks, here is more update for you. Oh, by the way, we add massive amount of features, and they give us all that. Release note like Tesla is just great, and I really, really hope that Enhance continues on that journey, because it is exciting to have their products and be able to see all of those upgrade and incorporate those upgrade. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anything that you want Enhance to add on the next iteration of the upgrade. They are closely monitoring our comment section. They have already incorporated a lot of features that are requested on our videos based on just our viewers and the feedback. So please include those suggestions to Enhance, and they will incorporate in the future upgrade. Thank you so much for your time today. If you want to check this product out, as I say, use discount code Shiva Tesla. You will in total save 30% off of the product, 20% already discounted on the website, additional 10% using my code Shiva Tesla in their website. Thank you very much for your time today. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and come back again for another Tesla accessory video soon.